Thank you very much. What a pleasure to be here what a real pleasure to be here for the opening news conference for Cita 7 in Kissimmee. I have the honor of being able to make a couple of introductory remarks and introduce our speakers. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. We call this a meeting of travel professionals. Well, the folks that got here were certainly professional travelers. Each one of these events is different. It has its own unique flavor, and I certainly think this will be one that we don't forget. The impact of Latin American travel into the United States consistently ranks as our second or third largest export in the services sector. The number last year was 11.9 million, and Dick Champley is going to review some of those numbers. But one of the things that we know about the market consistently is that it will do two things. It will go up, and it will go down. It will go up again, and it will go down again. And what it means for us, I believe, and the people that are here, is that it's about the relationship. It's about knowing that the people that are your partners now will be standing there next to you when everything gets very, very difficult. I'm pleased to tell you that one of my great partners here, Anna Gonzalez, we worked together for well over 30 years. She started in the business when she was 16. And from the very first year of doing this event, Anna said, we want to do it in Kissimmee. So this is a 7-year dream come true. I think overall, this has been a particular challenge in looking at Dorian and looking at as the story unfolded. Our number one concern was always the safety of our delegates. That is a little bit different than what the media concerns seem to be, and I understand that. But please be assured that the overriding concern that we had throughout the week was what was going to be the safest thing for our delegates. There was nothing as the data unfolded that told us that we had to cancel the meeting. The science of predicting these storms is very accurate. The reporting is difficult. One of the things that was never reported was that the width of the winds, the hurricane winds, at maximum was 16 miles across. It's a very narrow swath. So as the week unfolded, we talked very carefully to friends in the industry. We talked very carefully with emergency personnel, and we're just really pleased to have you here. I have the honor of being able to introduce Robert Stanfield, who is the, I guess, regional manager for Omni Hotels, and también un porteño, no? He's also Argentinian, so I'm afraid the Argentinians are taking over the world. Anna Gonzalez, of course, our dear friend from Experience Kissimmee. And first, I would like to bring up my daughter. One of the things that was a tipping point for me getting back involved in the business was that I had always respected and understood the value of a relationship. And I could not think of anything more appropriate than being able to pass that on to the next generation. We have staff in the room. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Helen, are here. Mike, Jay, Julie. We have friends who are family who are here to welcome and work for you. Heather, how about tell a little bit about your story?
Well, I'll lead with, it's one of the greatest honors of my life to be mentored by the very best in the industry. My title is his assistant, and I live every day trying to fill that role to make him proud. So it's an honor to be here with all of you and to be learning from the best of the best, quite frankly. I want for all of you to know that at Cita, business really is personal. And so many of your names become household names. Even my 4-year-old knows some of your names. We love you and we value you, and we really enjoy doing business with you. We are proud to welcome delegates from 22 countries this year. We have a total of 202 companies present and currently still registered to show up. Doesn't include the cancellations. 202 companies are coming, 272 delegates. We have 40 premier media and market resource companies with a total of 57 delegates. 94 supplier companies with 126 delegates. 68 buyer companies with 89 delegates. Despite the cancellations due to extenuating circumstances, our numbers still show we have an unprecedented ratio of buyer to suppliers at 1 to 1.5. You are going to have a very successful event. Well over 5,000 appointments have already been requested. I get to work with and help to manage a very fun team. We have my Aunt Helen and Laura, and my dad and I have been working together for 7 years already to bring you Las Citas. This year we welcomed my uncle as the Director of Operations. That is a tremendous blessing because he has over 45 years of experience in the F&B industry. So he is one of the best when it comes to hospitality. We've also welcomed Mike J. as the leader of our business development. We like to call him Chief because in his spare time he's a fire chief at Fitzgerald, Georgia as well. Thank you for coming. Thank you for trusting us and letting us help you grow your business. Welcome to La Cita 2019.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Okay, Anna, this is your fault. It's your turn.
Okay. Thank you. Again, I want to join everyone to welcome everybody to our city, to Kissimmee. Like Rick said, we've been trying to bring La Cita to Kissimmee for 7 years, and through many different situations, it didn't happen until now. So we're really, really happy to have you with us today. So I'm going to start the presentation a little bit different because, as you know, we're in Central Florida, and it gets a little bit confusing because it's not a straight line when it comes to acknowledge which area is Kissimmee and which area is Orlando. And we don't even know where the line goes through sometimes. But, so you know, going back to too many years, I want to show you this picture. And then this second picture. So we found these pictures of these two hotels that were in our area since the late 1800s. So when I saw those pictures, I went like, my God, we've been in the tourism business for over 200 years. So I'm very proud of that. I think it's great. So we know what we were looking at. I guess at that time, people used to, the hotels were by the lakes, and people would come fishing. They will go and play golf, believe it or not. They used to come and through there with the train, and then as the automobile industry started developing, people would just drive. So I guess that's how it all started. So late 1800s, we've been a tourism destination. And to prove you, I got two of the hotels, and they were not necessarily that little, but I thought they were adorable. Okay. Of course, since that, the area has grown so much. We were very fortunate to have the beautiful theme parks that are a great interest of our market, especially for Latin America. And after that, it's been like a whole boom year after year, and we're still growing. We also look at our destination that we have so much to offer because markets like LATAM offers the opportunity for repeat visitation. And that's one thing that I think we're forgetting here. For people in Latin America, they always look at Florida as one of the vacations that they must take as a family, but they don't only do it once, they do it more than once. And those are where other opportunities come about. We have, in that sense, different kinds of accommodations, all different levels. But I think what it has made us kind of unique in the past years is the vacation home community. It's not a new product, but the way it's being developed today is very unique. Whole communities being built just for people that are coming on vacations. So when those houses are being offered, are only and solely occupied by people that are on vacation. That allows those communities to bring some resort amenities that it makes it unique, such as clubhouses with the mega pools and restaurants and all that stuff. So I think as Latin America, the travelers are very family oriented. It is a perfect match. They have the opportunity to be with their multiple family members under one roof, but they also don't lose their privacy doing so. But these accommodations offer many areas for socializing. Then we have also beautiful resorts like the one we have here today. I think nobody ever thought we can offer such a beautiful and deluxe property and what is around. You're gonna see it used not only because of the golf courses, but there are also, and I'm not stealing your line, I should let him tell you what it is, but I think you guys can be very excited to see what we have and how far we have come up about. We love, again, to have you with us. We'll be looking forward to be telling you more about it if that's the case. So I just want to give you only a couple numbers just to leave this with, which visitation, so we have 8.9 million overnight visitations to Kissimmee, Osceola County, 5.3 billion annual economic impact, 3.8 billion annual visitors spending, and 45,000 jobs comes from tourism. So this is a great industry for that area and one that represents a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. A couple of things I would like to share with you. One of the things in my career working with hotels is that it's really nice to have a really beautiful place, incredible amenities. But the real value in the hotels are the people that you work with. I gotta tell you that the staff that we've worked with, Robert here, has been absolutely incredible. We've thoroughly enjoyed it. And together with Experience Kissimmee, Omni will host the welcoming reception tonight, and I think everybody's gonna be blown away. That's a bad hurricane joke. Sorry about that. But I would like to give Robert an opportunity to welcome you personally, but I want you to know how much we really appreciate your leap of faith on this, sir.
I just want to know how long were you working on that joke? At least 7 days. I mean, it seemed like this storm never wanted to come, but glad we missed it. I'm Robert Stanfield, the Area Managing Director for Omni Hotel. So I oversee 3 Omnis in Florida, our hotel in Hilton Head, South Carolina. So what a great honor. Let me start by saying thank you for Cita trusting in doing the event here. What a great honor for us to do that. The partnership with Experience Kissimmee is always very strong, and we have great success. Our county continues to grow. The amount of people that come visit, not only from Latin America, but all over, continues to grow. So, as Anna mentioned, the lines get kind of blurry. Where does it start and where does it end? But, I mean, if you threw this whole area in one mix, last year we had over 70 million visitors to the area. I mean, it's just a unique number from a global landscape. We're very fortunate to have what we have here. All the amenities, the parks, and all the great accommodations here. Not only ours in Kissimmee, but really throughout the great areas. Quite an honor. So I'll tell you a little bit about our resort since you're going to be able to enjoy it over the next few days. 864 rooms here, really a variety of accommodations here. We have 2- and 3-bedroom apartments that we have here on the resort. We have Our newest building that we built are up to 4 units that you can attach together. So great for multi-generational travel. As you mentioned, Latin American families really enjoy their family travel. So the 4 units to be able to be combined together. And then there's the traditional hotel rooms here. We've been very lucky here that our property continues to grow. And much like Pablo did, I'm going to toggle between English and Spanish if that's okay. Hemos tenido muchísima suerte ver el resort crecer por los últimos años. Este edificio que están aquí, primer ampliación que le hicimos era en 2013, la agrandamos en 2017, también agregamos 2 piscinas más en el hotel, tenemos 6 piscinas ahora y construimos un hotel de 93 cuartos. Ahora estamos pensando cuando empezamos la próxima ampliación, ponerle más habitaciones. Por suerte hemos tenido mucho éxito con Latinoamérica. Claudia nos ayuda muchísimo, hasta ahí la van a conocer estos días. Claudia does a great job of growing our Latin American market. So although Pablo talked about the volatility of what is historically Latin America, the volatility sometimes in the economics, we've had great success here in our resort. So most of our markets are up triple digits. So Argentina up over 100%, Venezuela up over 100%, Colombia up over 70%, Ecuador up over 80%. So although we just learned of some important volatility that's happening in these markets, we here have been really pursuing Latin America and having great success. A lot of the relationships, as you mentioned, our business so much relies on relationships, and the relationships that Claudia is making within the community has been great for us as well. Nosotros tenemos planes de seguir empeñando a Latinoamérica, a ver cómo crecemos en el mercado de Latinoamérica, porque hemos tenido mucho éxito en ese mercado. Lastly, thanks for being here. It was, nobody knew what was going to happen with the storm, so I just want to thank everybody for being here. It's an exciting few days coming up here, and can't wait to spend it with you. Thank you.